got a feeling that tonight it's gonna be a great night. Hey, shout out what your name is, come and let me buy you a drink. Must be your AKA, cause the dress all green and pink.
Hello, St. Louis. This is Mary Elizabeth Berry with Berry Inc. and we are here tonight at Jupiter Studios, downtown St. Louis. It is the recording studio place to be for all of the hottest artists in the area and coming through the area. So tonight we're going to be talking to Zeus. Zeus is an artist very difficult to classify, but someone who is going to blow your mind with his music and with the power and raw and authentic things that he has to say and to evoke and convey to you in his music. So one cool dude, we're gonna meet him tonight. We're gonna talk to him a little bit more about what he's got going on, his music, his upcoming shows, and what he's doing here at Jupiter Studios tonight. So, and look, it's the man himself. Here's Zeus. Zeus, say hi to St. Louis. We got you on camera.
What it do, world, what
St.
it do.
Louis and beyond.
Beyond, outer space, Jupiter, Mars, Venus.
And we have
Black Dillinger, that's me.
right on, hanging out back here tonight. And then we have our Candace. Hi. Part of the squad going down tonight. So we're going to be bringing you more about Zeus, about the studios, about what you can look forward to. Good evening, everyone. We are here tonight with artist and performer and singer known as Zeus, and we're sitting here in the infamous Jupiter Studios in St. Louis, Missouri. Shout out St. Louis. So we want to talk with you tonight, Zeus, about a few things. The first thing I'd like to know is tell me a little bit about this name, Zeus. It's a powerful name.
Well, the name Zeus, I've always been kind of like into Greek mythology. As I was coming up, you know, I was really into it. So the name Zeus just kind of fits my music style, just the power, the intensity of the god Zeus, and I just compare it to my music that is really powerful. And that's how I came up with the name Zeus, just the power of it, and you know, different things of me being infatuated with, you know, Greek mythology, and you know, I thought Zeus really fit and described the music well.
So in what way? Because as you know, in Greek mythology, so many different, you know, gods, goddesses, deities, and things like that evoked and meant and had certain types of powers or things that they were in control of or part of. So what was it about him that you see as a connection with what you're doing as an artist?
Well, I think, well, not even really think. I mean, it's proven and it's shown that Zeus is the main god that you think about when you even think of Greek mythology. So, you know, I look at myself as always being number one and being on top of my game, as well as I look at all of us as men and women as gods and goddesses. You know what I mean? So I look at myself as a god, not the god or not God, but just a god, a baby god. And I look at, you know, women as goddesses and other, you know what I'm saying, strong people as gods. So, you know, it was only right to be Zeus.
Well, it seems like that speaks to the kind of impact that you want yourself, your image, and what you're putting out there in your music and what you're saying through your music as something as powerful as a god like Zeus would do. So maybe that's part of it. Very nice, very nice. So tell me about your music, and I want to say really quickly too before you answer that, I know personally listening to your music that it seems very hard to classify or categorize what you do, and that's not a bad thing, but when I try to describe you, I'm a little bit like, well, it's like this and it's like that. Right.
Well, we call the music gumbo is what I call the music. I call it, we call it gumbo. It's pretty much a new style of music that we're trying to brand and that we're going to create and that we are creating right now. And basically what gumbo is what gumbo is. It's a mixture of a bunch of different things that just taste so good.
It's all good.
It's all good when you get done with it. So I feel like it's really important to just be genreless and just like not try to stick to the mold of what this is doing, or not try to say, hey, well, this music or these records are for this crowd and these records are for this crowd. You know, we just making, you know, passionate music and music from the soul, and whatever comes out comes out. So I'm not going in the studio like I gotta make a hip-hop record or I gotta make this kind of record. I'm just doing whatever I feel, and that's gumbo.
So that's way more important to you. And what's interesting about that is I totally dig that and understand that as an artist, because it's a very, very creative and personal thing, and you're not always creating that just to please a certain audience or a certain group of people.
Right.
That being said, to play the devil's advocate a little bit, if you were to watch, you know, even one of these shows like American Idol or whatever, those kinds of things, some people give those contestants a hard time by saying you need to find who you are, what category you're in.
Right.
So do you see any challenges with that, is not being able to classify yourself?
A couple different things with that. Business-wise, I know it can be kind of sort of risque, because obviously record companies want to be able to know who you're selling music to, or you know who the buyer is. And you know, like I said, I mean, we not here to really follow trends. We're here to set the trend. So you know, if you like good music, then put me in that category. Just let the buyer support me that like good music, not that like rock, or not that just like hip hop, or not that just like, you know, XYZ. Just if you like good music, you know, come see us rock. Support the movement, and hopefully, you know, we can, with that, it's so much bigger than music. You know, I feel like I'm doing this to also bring people together, because you know, we'll have a concert and you'll see a hip-hop head, you'll see maybe a guy that likes country, you'll see somebody that likes rock, you see somebody that likes pop, and ultimately what we just did is bigger than music, because we just brung people together that usually wouldn't even have had a conversation. And they see it and they say, oh man, you know what, this kid's alright, or this guy's alright, or this guy's alright. And you turn around, the next thing you know, you partying with all different people. And that's really what it's about, just like love and everybody having a good time and everybody being able to enjoy each other. And
that's
I feel
nice.
like that's what we want to bring to the table.
It sounds like by doing that, you've kind of shattered those divisions or those categories of music, and so that, you know, no one has to stay in their little, I love country, I love this box.
Boring. Why?
That's good. That's good stuff. And I think it speaks to what you're trying to do as an artist, which we'll get to a little bit too. So so you classify your music as gumbo, okay. So what do you feel that I don't know if there's much division between me saying you personally or you as an artist, because it's probably the same thing, but what do you feel like you are trying to put out there to say to everybody who's listening to your music or going to a show and seeing you live? What do you feel like you're putting out there?
When I go to a show, I'm pretty much want to be able to satisfy whatever your need was when you left the house. If you were emotional, I want to make you happy. If you were demotivated, I want to re-motivate you. You know what I mean? I just want people to come, just have a good time. That's my whole intent with the music. Have a good time, be motivated, and get something out of it that can help you for the better, not help you for the worse. I don't want you to go do a drive-by from a song, but, you know what I'm saying? But just kind of help you for the better, for the most part. You know, here's something that you get inspired by, for the most part. You know what I mean? Or like I say, if you at a party, you know, if you already turned up, maybe you'll turn up 10 more times, turn up. You know what I'm saying? Because you heard a specific record. So it's just good vibes. You know what I'm saying? Good vibes, good energy. Try to teach through the music. If it was a dark place or some dark that I was going through in a record, maybe you can relate to the lyrics in that record and it can bring you through it, because you know, sometimes when you see that someone has went through the same thing as you have, you know what I mean, you guys are kind of like supporting each other through it. So for the most part, I just want to adapt to whatever feeling that you have and then intensify it in a positive manner.
Okay, gotcha. So let me reword something a little bit, and I got what you're saying, which I think is pretty incredible, because that really must make you a part of the audience, to make a kind of connection that I don't know that every artist is really trying to make that a goal. No, what you just said, I really don't know. I think they want to do their thing, and that's good enough too. But what are you trying to say, maybe, through your music? Like, what is it that you're sharing of yourself as an artist and your creations and lyrics?
I think the biggest thing is really just be yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's cool. Like, you know, it's lame to be like somebody else. You know what I mean? Like, don't be like this dude. Just be yourself. Be creative. You know what I mean? If, you know, like as a kid, and I've been like this like all the time, and it probably has a lot to do with the way I came up, which I don't know if that's your questions or not, but and I'm sure that, so, and I'm a Gemini, obviously, so I don't, maybe that may have something to do with my zodiac having, you know, multiple personalities, not like loony personalities, but just, just different. And just coming up, when I came up, I kind of seen like two different lifestyles. Like my dad was in the streets, you know what I'm saying? My dad hustled. He was always there. He was there 100%. You know what I'm saying? My parents are still married and been together for like 20 odd years. So, you know what I mean? We definitely had like a kind of sort of Leave It to Beaver family, but then when the moon came out, you know, he was gone. He was in the streets and he was doing what he had to do to provide. But all of it, you know, but all along on the other side of it, my mom's like, Byron, do your homework and get ready for bed and and y'all have your breakfast ready in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So it was kind of like, almost a little bit tripped me out. You know what I mean? And it kind of had me. So it was like a gift and a curse. Put it like this. You know what I mean? I was like, you know, I seen the darker side, and then I seen the lighter side, and I kind of seen a mix. This, you know, it was really, really weird situation. You know what I mean? And that's kind of like how it was. So I guess that kind of spills off into me being able to, you know, even with the music, it spills off because I'm not all over the place, but I can touch on so many different things because I've been through the same thing as you, but I've also went through the same thing as you. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
and that's not a lot that a lot of artists, I think, have to offer or even are interested in offering.
Right.
So we're going to wrap up for right now and be right back to you in just a moment.
If you're at a party on top of a burning roof, would you jump off or keep on fucking partying? Let's go.
Where do we go from here? From here, from here. Cause man, I don't trust myself. They all wanna know my fears. And what I would do